This NBA season has taught me a lot of things that I really didn't know or pay attention to when it comes to basketball. One thing I learned is that leadership has a huge impact on team success. Now, you might say it's pretty obvious, and I agree with you, but I didn't know it can impact the team like crazy, like in a crazy way. We have plenty of examples of vets going to a team literally this season and literally changing the teams and making the team improve. Like, prime example, let's look at this. And this is one of the motivations of bringing this video. Pat Bev and the Minnesota Timberwolves. When you look at last season and you look at this season, literally the Timberwolves did not add anything. They didn't add any new players. It's all the same players. No new players at all, except for Pat Bev. Their record last season was 23-49 with all the same players, all the players that played last season playing on the team this year. All the same players. But you add a Pat Bev, and now you look at this team, and now they're 46-36. Just was in a play-in, just won the play-in game. They didn't really even have to be here, but since the play-in just got introduced a couple years ago, even though they were 10 games above the 9th seed, they're in the play-in game. This is Pat Bev, and this is leadership. This is something that I really never really paid attention to when it comes to basketball. Now, I'm not going to give all the improvement with this team to Pat Bev. Like, of course, you got guys improving. You got the players improving, the young players improving. You got the coaching staff even improving. But the culture is set. He said it. Pat Bev came to this team and set the culture. And now look at this team. They're in the play-in, bro. Pat Bev has literally impacted every single player on this team. While watching this team this year, you see that they have a different hunger and a different toughness and a different swagger when you're looking at this team. Cat and D'Lo, guys are normally known as being terrible defenders, very offensively talented, but on defense they're terrible. Pat Bev has gave them some leadership on the defensive side and just taught them how to make winning plays. If you watch the Timberwolves, you really realize, yes, Pat Bev is the leader on defense, but D'Angelo Russell is calling the calls. If you listen to the basketball game, sometimes the referee's mic will catch it. D'Angelo Russell is saying, hey, get here, go under, go over. He's turned D'Angelo Russell even to more of a vocal leader, because D'Angelo Russell has always been a leader, but he's more of a vocal leader on defense, and he is the leader of their defense. He's bought the dog out of every single young guy here, bro. He said in the beginning of the season that I will make the playoffs. I never miss the playoffs any day in my career. And this is not going to start here. And he's true. It's true. They're in the playoffs. And if you asking me, I've been winning this series for the longest time because I'm cool with the Grizzlies. I understand they're tough. Give me the Timberwolves. I've been on this Timberwolves wave since the beginning of the season. Sucks I can't show you because they banned me for no reason on Twitter. But I've been on the Timberwolves wave since the beginning of the season. I said this was my second favorite team after the Cavs, and I said that they will make the playoffs. I said this in freaking September. So give me my flowers too, because I deserve that. But this shout out to this Timberwolves team. I know y'all remember in 2019, 2020, when Kevin Love was throwing legit temper tantrums on the court, literally throwing the ball at his teammates for no reason because he just didn't like how the team was playing and he was just mad that they sucked. And then last year, he only played 25 games. He played terrible all last season. This offseason, with the Cavs drafting Evan Mobley, J.B. Bickerstaff gave Kevin Love the role of being the sixth man, and he has fulfilled it to the fullest. He is currently averaging 13.6 points, 7.2 rebounds, 43% from the 43% from the field and 39% from the three. And this is the stat that's going to blow your fucking mind. And this is going to show you how injured the Cavs has been. Kevin Love has been our most durable player. Kevin Love has played 74 out of the 82 games. 74 of them. And he's only missed 2 because of COVID, I believe. And he's the only reason why Kevin Love is not running away with the Sixth Man of the Year award is because the Heat just cheat and play fucking Tyler Hero for 34 minutes of the game and call him a sixth man. Kevin Love only plays 24 minutes in the game. But man, Kevin Love this year you can obviously see he's turned into a real vet. He's built bonds with our current players, our current stars. Like him and Darius, they have this really good bond. Kevin Love's really cool with his parents and all that stuff. They got a really good bond on the court, off the court. And then he's kind of took Evan Mobley and Lauri Markkanen under his wing, kind of taught them a lot of things that you can see in their game that they learned from Kevin Love as far as like the turnaround screen shot. Like I don't know how to explain it, but stuff like that. Kevin Love's taught this team a lot, man, and then you can just see his interaction with the team this year. He's yelling, he's pumping everybody up, he's being a really good team leader. His post-game interviews are crazy, and they're really good. Just stuff like that he wasn't doing last year, and then we get a guy like Rondo in the trade deadline, and then he's kind of taking Darius Garland on his wing. Rondo is a winning player, one of the smartest players who's ever played this game, and like, you can see it's rubbing off on Darius, man. I've heard him and Darius have been attached to each other's hip this past week as far as the playing game. And it's stuff like that. And those two are the big reasons why we're in the play-in. Would have been a playoff team if injuries didn't happen. But the veteran leadership in this team has improved. And that's a huge reason why we're actually winning games this season. Do not mind the 2016 Kevin Love highlights. I'm so pissed off that even though Kevin Love has been dogging this year, I can't find a single highlight of this motherfucker, bro. But other than that, man, Kevin Love has been hooping this season, bro. And this is a huge testament of him just accepting the six-man role and just playing it to his fullest, man. And it's helped us out a lot, man, a lot. And then even to a lower level, CJ McCollum. Look what he has done with this young Pelicans team. They were ascending in the right direction at a certain point in the season, and they decided to make a win-now move, and they traded for CJ McCollum. And then at that time, when you trade for CJ McCollum at the end of the season, you end up winning half of your games. Half of the 25 games, they won. And they only lost a lot because B.I. didn't play. Even CJ missed a couple games. But they ended off on a really good streak that helped them get the 9th seed. And it's just, you see CJ's impact with this team, especially yesterday in the win-now game. He comes out and dropped 27 in the first half because he's been there. He's been in those moments. He's not like other young. It's not like other young teams, man. This team has vets on this team, and you can see, why they went out yesterday and just dominated. Because having a guy like CJ who's been in those moments that can calm down your young guys, even when you're getting too high, like they were dogging, and they started to do a lot of dumb plays, and then you see in his post-game interview, he told them, we got to calm down, we're up by 20, but let's get it to 25. And I love that mindset, and that's just stuff you're not going to get from a regular young guy, young talented guy, and you see a person that's been in those moments can help you out. And yesterday, they literally went out there and dominated. A huge part of that was because of CJ. CJ even played the point guard yesterday. He was feeding Jonas Valanciunas literally the whole third quarter. Jonas Valanciunas scored 8 points in a row. And then he even told B.I., no threes tonight. Dominating the post. And that's what B.I. does. I mean, B.I. is B.I. Y'all know how I feel about B.I. Now, this was probably my biggest motivation for this video. This is a team with no vets at all. No veteran leadership at all. And it showed last night. The Charlotte Hornets are terrible. They suck. And you've seen it, bro. Like, I'm not saying, you put a vet on this team, they're automatically, they're going to dominate. But I'm saying this team just came out there with no sense of urgency yesterday. No leadership, no identity. We're just going to score. We're going to score. If you score a bag, then, we're going to keep trying to score, keep shooting up dumb shots. I love LaMelo. Everybody loves LaMelo. I literally seen LaMelo shoot a pull-up three. He made that motherfucker. Then the next shot, she shot an even deeper pull-up three with literally 20 seconds to go in the shot clock. And that's just not some smart shit to do, especially when you're down by 15. They have no leaders on this team. Montrezl Harrell, I wouldn't say he's a vocal guy because he's tough. He's not a vocal guy. Isaiah Thomas can try, but like, motherfucker, you were just in the G League a couple months ago. Why we gotta listen to you? James Borrego is a coach that is I don't know how to describe him. Not really a coach. He's I don't even know if I want to call him a player's coach because he just lets them go out there and do what only they know how to do, which is score. They got to this point basically just off of sheer talent. But when it comes to actually winning real basketball games, this team doesn't have it. They have no leadership. You can point all the problems to not having a decent center, but I'm not going there. They need some defensive leaders, and they need some defensive wings because you can see it's terrible, bro. It's terrible. And then as a group, they have to grow up. They have to grow up. Miles Bridges throwing his mouthpiece at a motherfucker. LaMelo, you're down by 20 and you're celebrating after a 3. That confused the hell out of me. Terry Rozier, I get him out of a Charlotte Hornets jersey. When Terry Rozier is on, I'm okay with it. But when that motherfucker is off and he thinks he's fucking Kyrie, I hate seeing it. And one thing I need for LaMelo to learn how to do, stop being passive. You are the best motherfucker on this team. Please stop being passive. Because it just shows, bro. It shows, bro. This team doesn't have no leadership. They have no identity. And it shows. That's why they suck. But, hey, that's it for this video, man. I don't want to keep talking your heads off. But, yeah, I love that this season we got to show and see the importance of having a vet. Shout out to Pep Bev. Shout out to CJ, Kevin Love. There's even other guys. Like if I can think about it, Steven Adams helps. Because Steven Adams is just a guy that you would love to play with. Draymond, at times, he's one of the best leaders of all time. So, like stuff like that, man. I just love seeing that. But other than that, man, that's it for this video. Dropping a proto video right after this, so go watch that. Peace